Guys, and welcome to World of Tanks Review. I'm Buddy1927, and today we are reviewing the WZ-111, which is a new premium tank in World of Tanks. Now, to get this tank, you have to do a mission. And this mission is called the Marathon Z-111, and as you can see, I have completed it. Now, to complete this mission, you must complete 7 other missions from each country. So you must have a tier 6 or above in tanks in each of the countries. To complete, you have to be in a tier 6 or above Russian tank for the complete mission Russian or USSR tank. And you must do 150,000 damage overall from tier 6 or above, and also kill 150 tanks. Well, there's 7 missions total. That's a lot of damage and a lot of tanks to kill to be able to complete all these missions. And as you can see, I have completed them. But let me tell you a little secret. There's another way to do this, and I'll tell you how I did. In the gift shop, you can buy the tokens for each of those countries, because once you complete that mission, you receive a token. You can buy the tokens so if you don't have a tier 6 Japanese tank or tier 6 Chinese tank, you can buy a token, and then you get that one completed and blah blah blah. Or you can buy a package of all the tokens, which is what I did, and you get the tank for free. So that's how I did, because I know I wasn't going to be able to do all that damage because I don't have that much time. And so I got it because it's a new tank in World of Tanks, and eventually I will be going down the Chinese heavy line. So I needed a premium tank in that. There's 2 premium tanks now available for that. I want to try this out, do a review of this tank, and that's why I bought it, so I can check it out, do a review for you all, and let you know what I think about this tank. Now, I've played a couple games on this tank. I've had some great battles in it. I've had some very bad battles in it. You have to get used to this tank because it's not like any other tank. You got to learn when to change your shells. And because it's being tier 8, you can go into tier 8, 9, and 10 battles. So you got to learn how to play this tank. Now, I haven't played the Chinese tanks, the heavy tanks, but I do have a clan member, CW, who has the 110. And this is similar to the 110, but there's a lot of little subtleties about it. But the Chinese tanks are actually kind of hard to pin from the front, and that's the way you got to play this tank, is make sure you're facing frontwards, because it's very easy to penetrate on the sides and the rears. So let's take a look at the tank and how it comes. It comes with a tier 8 gun, which we'll go over in a little bit later. Tier 8 turret, tier 9 radio, tier 8 engine, tier 8 set of suspensions. Now it has a little history about the tank. Influenced by the Soviet tank T-10 model, this heavy tank was produced in the early 60s on the basis of the Soviet IS-2 and the IS-3. The trials revealed that multiple faults, and the development of the tank of this vehicle was discontinued in 1964. Well, that was the year I was born. So the Chinese found out I was born. They said, well, no, we can't make this tank, buddy. We'll destroy it. So we're not going to make this tank. Yeah, right. I scared the Chinese when I was a little baby. Yeah, right. But this tank has actually been pretty good. Let's take a look at the stats on this tank. Blow them up for you. Now, this does have 1,550 hit points, which is actually pretty decent. Horsepower on this is 520. Top speed on this tank is 50 kilometers per hour. So this is actually a pretty fast, heavy tank. Turret, the traverse speed, not the traverse speed on this thing is Not that good. 26 degrees per second. To increase that, you can add clutch brake in, vents, um, clutch brake and vents, and experience for your cruise. Hull armor on this thing is 120, 80, and 60. So very good front hull armor. You gotta kind of watch your sides and your rears. The turret is actually a very well armored turret. It's 230, 120, and 60. And we'll go over the armor here once we bring this down. We'll go over the gun here in a little bit second, but the traverse speed on the turret is also the same at 26 degrees per second. View range base is 380 and 600 on the signal range, which will increase depending on the experienced crew that you have on it. Okay. Now, the armor we went over, and as you can see, it's sloped and V-shaped, sort of like a plow here. So it has good angles on it, and you can, if you angle correctly head on, you can't really penetrate this gun. Only place you can really penetrate this gun, this tank head on, is right here, and that's very hard to get. You got to be a good shot to be able to get that. And also you got to kind of watch your low glacius. So if you are hauled down in this tank, and you're facing the enemy, it's going to be a hard tank to kill. But you got to remember, protect that lower glacius, and if you can, try to protect that driver's spout. Now, on the side, it's sloped up here, but very easily penetrated. It's sloped on the rear, but very easily penetrated. Now, the turret is very well rounded and very thick in the front. Remember, it's 230 millimeters of armor here in the front, and it's rounded and sloped all the way around, so you can get some good ricochets off this tank. So it's a very hard tank to kill. You got this driver port, and these two cupolas, these two drivers port, and these two cupolas. If you can get a shot on them, that's where you want to get. But face on, it's kind of hard to hit them. So you got to be able to be a good shot. So that's the armor on this thing, and how it's actually sloped, and it's actually does do a lot of ricochet shots. You get a lot of ricochet shots head on. Best way to kill this tank is on the sides and the rear, and if you got a low glacius, yeah, you can penetrate this quite easily. So you got to make sure driving the tank, that's where you need to protect the lower glacius on the front, the sides and your rears. So try to haul down with this tank, and you can do survive a lot. So let's go over the gun. I'll blow that up for you. Now, this is the gun 122 millimeter D-25 TA. It's a 122 caliber gun, hence the 122 millimeter gun. Duh. Rate of fire on this is 4.8 rounds per minute. Right now, my reload time on this tank is 10.55 seconds. So make sure you're protected. Not the quickest reload, not the best, but not the slowest reload. Average pen 175, 250, and 60. Average damage is 390, 390, and 530. Accuracy on this gun sucks at 0.46 at 100 meters. So it's not that accurate. So you gotta learn how the gun shoots and stuff like that with this thing, because I've had shots go way high, way low, way right, way left from where I was aiming. So make sure your aiming circles down nice and tight and locked before you shoot, because the tighter your circle, the more accurate your shot's going to be. Of course, with the crew, the more experience the crew gets, and running vents, brothers in arms, and stuff like that will help improve the accuracy of this gun. Aiming time on this also sucks at 3.4 seconds. So it's not, even though you got 10.55, the aiming of that circle takes a long time to get there. So keep that in consideration. This gun is available on the WZ-111, of course, the T-34-3, and the 112. So this isn't just the gun for this. It's also available for 2 other tanks. Let's talk about the ammo that it carries. It has AP, and average penetration is between 131 to 219. Average damage is 293 to 488. It carries heat, which is high explosive anti-tank shell, which is a high explosive anti-tank shell. It's a 122 caliber gun, of course. Average pen is a little bit higher than the AP at 188 to 313. So this shell's actually going to penetrate a lot easier than the AP. Average damage is the same, 293 to 488. So it could be higher or lower depending on that, which we talked about in the last review I did. And this also carries HE. Now the HE has a lower pen than both of these at 46 to 76, but it does a lot more damage than both of these, from 398 to 663. Now this does have a small burst radius of 2.49 meters. So if you don't penetrate, you might be able to do some armor damage overall. But if you do penetrate, you can do some serious damage overall. Okay. Now this does come with a crew of 4. And remember, if you are going down the Chinese line, Chinese heavy tank, you can put your crew from any Chinese heavy tank into this thing to help grind up. Now the mods that I carry are and I'll tell you the reason why I carry them. Vents gives me a +5 to my crew skills, so that helps the tank work a lot better. I got gun rammer, which gives me which reduces my loading time by 10%. And the other thing I got is I got the vehicle stabilizer Mark II, which actually improves my accuracy by 20% while I'm moving or the turret is rotating. So that will help with the accuracy a little bit more on this gun. Now I don't say you have to run these modulars. That's up to you. Those are the ones I picked for this tank, and so far it's working out pretty well for me. So that is the new WZ-111 Tier 8 premium tank in the Chinese line. So I do have this tank in action. So let's take a look at the clip. I will see y'all on the other side. Hi guys, and welcome to World of Tanks Replays. I'm Buddy1927. Today I'm on my new tank, the WZ-111, which is a Tier 8 premium tank, heavy tank in the Chinese line. The map we are on is Alhof, and it's a standard battle. We're actually in Tier 8 battle on this tank. So let's see what this tank can do. I'm going to speed things up until we get into some action here. Okay guys, we're getting ready. We're back into normal speed here. And went down the A line and coming into what I call the tank alley section of this map. So you do have a lot of tanks, and you've got 2 ways for them to come after you. Yeah, he's diseased. And we got a Fury running across. He hits me, does no damage. Hit him, does do some damage. So far I've received 4 hits, no damage on it. 1 tank is destroyed.
Critical hit.
Hit him. I'm actually, I don't know, I hit the wrong button. I'm actually hitting heat right now. And don't realize it. Not heat, I'm shooting with
Critical hit.
I'm shooting with HE instead. Somehow I accidentally pressed it. Now I'm shooting with loading with heat.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
I slipped at the last second. My hand twitched.
Penetration. Track hit.
Hitting. I've got all these tanks in front of me, so I'm trying not to hit them.
Enemy is hit.
I'm just destroying that KV-5. So far, I received a total of 7 hits. Only did 332. One actually penetrated. The other ones actually did not penetrate.
Penetration.
Hit him on top of the head for 611. Oh, there's that KV-5. Come on, reload. Stay there. Look, yeah. I shot and missed, but somebody else got him. Now the IS-6, I got a good.
Enemy is hit.
300. I'm shooting on top of his turret right now. He's kind of stuck behind all the disc tanks behind him. I got so many tanks in front of me, I'm trying not to hit them. Okay, I'm going to change and actually go help the guys on this road. Since we knocked out the majority of them on the other road. Score is 8-5 right now. Received 8 hits, 7 of them non-damage. Get these two fighting each other. Shot him. Shot and miss. Super Persian is trying to hit me, but he keeps on. They take out the last of that tanks there. Oops, run into a dead tank. So let's go around the corner and show the super
penetration.
400 penetration. Reloaded.
Penetration.
Hit it again. RHM. Shot and miss. Both those tanks hit me and do no damage.
Penetration.
722 damage.
We've lost the track.
Hang on a second, guys. I just got shot by this Jag Tiger 88. Search warrant. Okay. Well, maybe he was aiming at them. Okay, let's see. Oh no, he actually hit me twice. Okay, search warrant. Rules of the game. Shoot the red tanks, not the green tanks, because you might have a search warrant issued on you. Okay, and that is game, guys. That definitely was a victory. And as you can tell, I got my tanker second class, shell proof, and fire for effect. Also got steel wall and Confederate. Now, you can see I did not destroy any other tanks on my side. I did hit 6 tanks with 10 hits. According to XVM, I shot a total of 14 times with 11 direct hits for 78.57% hit ratio. Got credit for a kill and 2 that. So let's take a look at the team score. Okay, did top damage on the team. Actually did top damage on both teams with 3,370. KV5 did 3,076 and 5 kills. Search warrant, the one who was hitting me in my butt. He was teamed with the KV5, so he's probably trying to kill me so the KV5 can get his top gun. Who knows? But search warrant, bad. Okay, let's go over the total score. Shots fired 11 with 11 shots fired 14 with 11 direct hits, 10 penetration, 1 splash damage. 3,370 in damage overall. I received a total of 11 penetrations, 11 hits, 1 penetration, and 10 non-penetration. See how this armor works on this tank? It actually takes a lot of shots head on. Total damage blocked by armor 3,230. This tank only has 1,550 hit points, so hey, I almost doubled. Actually, I did double armor block by the total number of hit points I have. I got credit for spotting 2 vehicles. I damaged 6, no kills, and got 356 assist credits. Not bad. I did receive a total after ammunition and resupply of 44,097. And search warrant, thank you for 1,874 for helping in the repairs of shooting me in the buttocks. Thank you again. Overall, received 3,458 research credits, 162 free research credits. So I have crew acceleration off, so all that experience went to my crew. And also remember, on top of that, I get 50% crew bonus on top of that because I'm in a premium tank. So that's pretty good. The WZ-111 is a new tier 8 in World of Tanks. It's in the Chinese line, in the heavy line. It is a good, so far, a pretty good premium tank. It played right. It played wrong. You die very quickly, which I have found out myself personally. But this was a good battle. Even though Search Warrant himself tried to take me out and he was on my team. If you are a police officer, don't shoot the green tanks. Shoot the bad guys, not the good guys. So this is a good tank. If you are going through the mission to get it, good luck. It takes a lot of damage you have to do and a lot of tanks you have to kill for each nation. So good luck on doing it. So if you like this video, please like us on YouTube. If you have any comments about this video, please leave your comments down below on my YouTube page. And if you haven't done yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That way you know when the latest videos I do come out. I'd like to thank you again for watching, and y'all have a good day. And save some tanks on the battlefield for me. And be safe.